From the snow-capped mountains bordering Kashmir to the fertile plains watered by the 5 rivers of Punjab, the life of Maharaja Ranjit Singh, the Lion of Punjab, unfolds as a vast saga of courage, vision, diplomacy, and unparalleled leadership that transformed the destiny of northern India, beginning in 1780 in the town of Gujranwala, where he was born into a time of turmoil and instability, with the Sikh Misls, semi-independent warrior confederacies, constantly vying for power, while the decline of the Mughal Empire and recurring Afghan invasions created an environment of uncertainty and danger. Yet even as a young child, Ranjit exhibited extraordinary courage, intelligence, and charisma, traits that quickly earned him respect among warriors, elders, and local leaders, and his early life was marked by trials that tested his resolve, including surviving assassination attempts, witnessing political betrayals, and navigating the violent landscape of Punjab, where loyalty and honor were constantly challenged. And it was through these early experiences that he developed the strategic insight, resilience, and understanding of human nature that would define his rule, showing that leadership requires both strength and wisdom. As he grew into his teenage years, Ranjit began to gather followers, demonstrating remarkable leadership qualities, inspiring loyalty among his men not through fear alone, but through fairness, generosity, and personal example. And by the age of 21, he had begun the monumental task of uniting the fragmented Misls under a single banner, carefully balancing negotiation, diplomacy, and, when necessary, military action, a process that required patience, shrewdness, and an unwavering vision for a united Punjab. And in doing so, he faced numerous challenges, including rival chiefs who were unwilling to surrender power, the constant threat of Afghan invaders, and the growing influence of the British East India Company. Yet through careful alliances, strategic marriages, and decisive battles, he gradually consolidated power, creating an empire that was not only militarily strong but also administratively coherent, culturally vibrant, and socially inclusive, reflecting his understanding that true strength lies in unity, justice, and prosperity. Maharaja Ranjit Singh's military genius was evident in his campaigns to secure Lahore, Multan, Kashmir, and Peshawar, where he combined traditional Sikh martial valor with modern techniques, including the adoption of European artillery, disciplined training, and strategic fortifications, making his army one of the most formidable in the subcontinent, while his leadership on the battlefield inspired immense loyalty, with generals and soldiers willing to risk life and limb for the vision of a stable and united Punjab. And yet, beyond military prowess, Ranjit Singh was a visionary administrator who implemented far-reaching reforms, improving revenue systems, enhancing trade networks, modernizing infrastructure, and establishing hospitals and schools, showing a deep concern for the welfare of his people and ensuring that prosperity reached across social and religious communities. He was a ruler of rare moral character, renowned for his religious tolerance, famously protecting and patronizing gurdwaras, temples, and mosques, while respecting the beliefs and customs of Hindus, Muslims, and Sikhs alike. And this policy of inclusivity fostered loyalty and stability within his empire, creating an environment where people of different faiths could coexist peacefully, a remarkable achievement in an era of frequent sectarian conflict. And his personal life reflected this balance of strength and compassion, as he remained devoted to his family, loyal generals, and subjects, personally attending to justice, visiting hospitals, encouraging education, and showing humility despite his immense power, earning him the affection and reverence of all who knew him. Throughout his reign, he navigated countless internal and external challenges, including betrayal by allies, internal rebellions, and threats from the Afghan Durrani Empire, the Marathas, and the British. Yet he managed these with patience, wisdom, and decisive action, always prioritizing the long-term stability of his empire over short-term gain, and his careful diplomacy with the British prevented premature conflicts while simultaneously strengthening his military to resist potential invasions, showcasing a ruler who understood both the art of war and the subtleties of statecraft. Culturally, Ranjit Singh's reign was a renaissance for Punjab as he patronized poets, musicians, artisans, and architects, commissioning grand palaces, fortifications, and gardens that reflected the wealth, taste, and vision of his rule, while also encouraging the recording of history, literature, and art that celebrated the region's heritage, ensuring that Punjab flourished not only militarily and politically, but also intellectually and artistically, leaving behind a legacy of beauty and refinement alongside strength. Even in his later years, as age and illness touched him, Maharaja Ranjit Singh remained engaged in governance, military affairs, and the welfare of his people, carefully planning succession, mentoring generals, and ensuring that the empire's institutions would endure beyond his lifetime, understanding that the mark of a great ruler lies in the enduring stability and prosperity of his people rather than personal glory. And upon his death in 1839, Punjab mourned deeply. Yet the empire he had built, disciplined, united, and prosperous, stood as a living testament to his vision, courage, wisdom, and compassion, earning him the eternal title of the Lion of Punjab, a ruler whose life continues to inspire generations with lessons on leadership, courage, diplomacy, justice, and humanity. And as the echoes of his victories, reforms, and acts of benevolence resonate through the streets of Lahore, the forts, gardens, and rivers of Punjab, through folk songs, poetry, and historical chronicles, Maharaja Ranjit Singh's story endures as a monumental chapter in the history of the Indian subcontinent, illustrating how one man, guided by vision, courage, and compassion, can shape the destiny of a region, unify diverse peoples, foster cultural and social prosperity, and leave a legacy that transcends time. A tale of a lion whose roar was heard not just in battles, but in the hearts of millions whose lives he uplifted and whose spirits he inspired. While many remember Maharaja Ranjit Singh for his military genius, few realize how inventive he was off the battlefield. He had a remarkable talent for reading people, predicting rival moves, and turning potential enemies into allies. For instance, he often used clever diplomacy and symbolic gestures, gifts, strategic marriages, or even humorous challenges to settle disputes without bloodshed. His advisors noted that Ranjit Singh rarely reacted impulsively. Instead, he analyzed situations like a chess master, always thinking several steps ahead. This combination of foresight and creativity ensured that Punjab grew not only through conquest, but through stability, respect, and careful negotiation, a lesson in leadership that resonates even today. Beyond power and politics, Maharaja Ranjit Singh had a refined appreciation for culture and innovation. He encouraged artisans to experiment with new designs, invited scholars to debate ideas, and supported architects in blending Persian, Mughal, and Sikh styles into breathtaking structures. Under his reign, Lahore became a city where golden domes, gardens, and bustling marketplaces reflected both prosperity and artistic flair. It is said he would personally inspect workshops, offering advice or praise, and even challenge craftsmen with friendly wages to inspire creativity. This love for innovation wasn't just vanity. It was a strategic way to make his empire attractive, prosperous, and respected across the subcontinent. Despite the immense power he wielded, Maharaja Ranjit Singh never lost sight of the human element. He was known to visit villages incognito, checking on the welfare of the people, listening to complaints, and personally resolving disputes. Stories tell of him sitting among farmers, merchants, and artisans, sharing meals or hearing their concerns as if he were one of them. This humility, combined with his larger-than-life presence, created a bond between ruler and subjects that few leaders have ever achieved. It wasn't just fear or respect that made people loyal to him. It was love and trust, proving that a truly great leader balances strength with empathy, authority with approachability, and ambition with humanity. If the story of the Lion of Punjab inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tales of courage, wisdom, and history. that shaped our world.